On the day I am starting the script for this video, it is the day of nmixx's debut. This will be out a lot later though because my bestie Ami got her solo video, and it was well deserved. They slayed, so, sorry for the late review. Anyways, as you may or may not know, I ult loona, enhypen, and aespa, and when I saw everything about this group and what was going on I was very upset. Before you tell me that it's not their fault and we should blame the company and not the girls. I know, you don't need to tell me, I still don't like this group. I don't know if it makes sense but I don't blame the members, I just dislike the group as like a standalone thing. Why am I trying to explain this? I don't need to. This review will be a little different from a typical review because I will be sharing my opinion on all aspects of the comeback, so not only the songs but the concept, music video, and of course the copying. And I will give my thoughts on the whole situation in the end. Anyways, I'll give you a spoiler, I hated it. Let's get started. So first I wanted to start off by talking about the concept, and how it's clearly very unoriginal. So I'm sure at this point you've probably already seen all of the side-by-side comparisons to loona, aespa, and enhypen. So I won't bother showing you again. If you want the proof, look it up, it's so easy to find. Okay, so enhypen, loona, and aespa all have very interesting and unique concepts in their own right. Are they each very different? Yes they are, but they do all slay. Now, even though they are each great on their own, they are also very different and do not work together. So what happens when you mix them all together? You get something confusing that doesn't make sense or look good together. One thing about this I'm having trouble understanding is why did they choose those groups specifically like Bestie? Did you want my attention? Because it seems like it, and I guess it worked. To put it simply, the concept is bad. They took 3 good things, attempted to mix those good things, and it ended up terrible. Thanks Chip. Next, on to the music. This song is actually so bad, might be the worst song I've heard like ever. It's actually worse than Sticker by NCT 127 and that is saying a lot. Absolutely nothing in this song makes sense to me. I can't tell what the verses are, where the bridge is, and I can barely separate the chorus from the rest of the song. Along with it being very confusing, it's also very noisy, and it's not pleasant to listen to whatsoever. Why would anyone listen to something like this? Jip, why would you do this? It's terrible and it's a flop. Now on to Tank, Freaky Fishy Fishy. It's not good either but I think it's slightly better than OO. I found out that they were saying I'm so freaky fresh and I think it's so funny because I genuinely thought this whole time that they were saying freaky fishy fishy. I'll stick with fishy fishy. This song is really annoying, it's so repetitive and stupid and I can't imagine listening to it a lot. It kinda feels like it is that sorta Blackpink thing to it where it's purposely repetitive to get it stuck in your head and make you wanna listen to it again. But unlike with a Blackpink song where I'd listen to it again to get it the fuck out of my head, I wouldn't listen to it, I wouldn't put myself through that. So pretty much, the music sucks. Now on to the music video. Similar to what I said earlier, mixing random concepts together and trying to get it to make sense or look cohesive is most likely not going to work. I didn't really get aespa or enhypen from this but I definitely got a lot of other concepts. It felt like a weird mix of So What, I Know I Love You, and Queendom. I don't know if they're copying TXT as well but the flying fish did feel very similar to the flying fish in the I Know I Love You music video. I do think they were copying loona again with this one though because of how much else they have taken from them. Sit down, you will never be loona, step back, silly girl. I'll be positive here for one moment and say that I like the pirate ship. That's all that I like though, sorry. Back to negativity, I feel like there was supposed to be some sort of storyline to this music video that they executed very poorly. I might be wrong though, it just felt like some kind of story was taking place here but the majority of the imagery didn't make sense together. In my opinion, it's not good. I have a few random thoughts about this release that I wanted to talk about before moving on to discussing the copying situation. First of all, I can see that these girls are very talented. I don't know her name but she hit a high note and it was really good. I really enjoy good vocals. If they didn't copy anyone and didn't make these terrible songs I would get into it, but their talent was wasted. Another thing is that I kinda like the choreography, that's all. Now, it's time for the interesting part of the video, my opinions on the copying. So first of all, they are copying Loona and enhypen. There is absolutely no doubt about it, and it's so obvious. I'm 99.9% sure that they are also copying aespa just by how similar those teaser photos were and how much they copied from Loona and enhypen, but they may not be stealing from aespa. Actually, I think they are, but still. Anyways, my biggest problem with this situation overall is with their stans defending them with their lives. It's honestly really embarrassing seeing them try to dispute this when it's so blatantly stolen from Loona and enhypen, like you can't deny it. With enhypen, it's quite literally the exact same thing, poetic talking or whatever with cool looking imagery in the background with the Australian member narrating it. A lot of mixx stans try to use the fact that Felix and Bang Chan are Australian and how Felix has narrated for Stray Kids before, but bestie, that was executed very differently with a very different vibe. I'm pretty sure they are referring to Stray Kids' Thunderous trailer, and that video had a very superhero action movie vibe to it where enhypen has a more dreamy feel to it. And with Loona, it's the fact that they stole so much and executed it in almost the exact same, if not the exact same way that Loona did. People also started showing random screenshots of like other things that are like the same or similar setting, for example, standing on the cars, but all of those comparisons had a very different vibe and execution. For example, I think someone made this comparison between Chu standing on a car in the Why Not music video, and a Big Bang member sitting on a car during the Bang 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 music video. Do you see how different those two are? It's because they are executed so differently and in result have a very different vibe. All of the imagery mixx took from Loona was executed in almost the exact same way with a few minor differences, but it overall gave the exact same vibes. Another thing I find weird about the fact that people are defending mixx is how engines, orbits, and mice are not connected in any way. If anything, they don't get along. You've seen this. So, why would 3 random fandoms drag this pre-debut group for no reason? It's really annoying to see their stans trying to make engines, orbits, and mice into the bad guys in the situation. We have every right to be upset about this. I saw something that said like struggles of pre-debut mixx stans, and one of the things listed were mixx getting accused of copying those 3 groups, and I was just like, wow, it must be so hard to have fandoms call out their groups being copied by a bigger company. I can't imagine how hard it must be for you to know that your group will automatically be successful no matter who they steal from because they are under a big 3 company. It upset me a lot because orbits have seen Loona get plagiarized multiple times, and our girls are still not credited as much as they deserve to be. We've had to worry about Loona disbanding because of the company's financial situation as well. So to see a fandom of a JYP group say that we're the ones who are wrong in this situation makes me upset, and overall, it's really disappointing to see JYP stealing from a smaller, broke company. So, to any angry mixx stans that may see this, I just wanted to say, just admit that their concept is stolen. It's easy. You don't need to defend them this hard when the similarities are undeniable. You can still stand the group and admit that they wanna be Loona. It's fine. I obviously love aespa, and they are one of my alt groups, and I can admit that most of their imagery was stolen from others. If I can do it, so can you. In the end, it'll save you a lot of embarrassment. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stream hula hoop, stream savage, stream blessed cursed. Bye.